Hello everyone, welcome back to my layout. I just wanted to take a minute to share a couple of new cars I got in today. In the midst of getting ready for show season and all the other stuff I've got going on right now, the portable layout is actually out in the living room right now. I'm working on it, giving it a big go over before show season this year. So it's going to actually be at the two shows that I listed at the start of the previous video at the club layout. So if you want to see what it looks like, come check out those shows. But these just came in today. These are the new Scaletrains rivet counter bulkhead flat cars. So these are the BSC F68AH bulkheads. So I got mine in two different TTX paint schemes. The 2007 Pennsylvania Heritage logo, which is the one you're looking at right now, and then the TTX Speed lettering logo, which is dated 91 on the box. So this one will run with my Conrail stuff. This one will run with my more modern stuff. I'll probably just run them together and pretend, and I'm not really that picky. So here's the box ends to show you what I've got. So these just came out. I pre-ordered these, I don't remember how long ago at this point. So they just came in. So I just want to do a first look, kind of. I know people are probably interested in seeing these, or at least some people are. So these two paint schemes weren't actually shown in pre-production photos. They were just paint drawings. So as far as I know, I haven't been able to locate any actual photos of these cars online yet. So one thing you probably notice looking at the cars, it kind of surprised me out of the box too. Scaletrains rivet counter line is like their top end, ready to roll. It's comparable to like an Athearn Genesis car and priced accordingly. And I was kind of surprised when I took them out of the box to find out that the wooden decks aren't actually attached. So it's not too big of a deal. I mean, I don't have a problem with kit cars. I have a lot of kit cars, but most of my kit cars aren't as expensive as these. So I thought it was kind of odd for a top-end car that's part of a series that's marketed as being ready to roll to actually have a fairly extensive amount of work that needs to be done to get it ready to actually use. So I paid $41.99 a piece for these cars. So, and they are very nice cars. I'll go over them a little bit more here in a minute, show you all the detailing. But so there's the invoice for that. So yeah, not a huge deal, but kind of expensive to have to do a significant amount of work on them when they come in. Okay, I guess I'll grab the cradle up here now. We'll take a look at what I think is probably one of the most interesting parts about this car is the amount of underbody detail on these is actually really good. So if you look, they've actually got like the full brake rigging from end to end, complete with the train line air hose, all the valves underneath. These of course have the roller bearing trucks. That's what they've got. Decent looking Scaletrains couplers. I'm going to put KD 148s on them, or possibly, it looks like I possibly might need to use a long shank version of a 148 in order to get it to work, but it's just what I prefer. It's what works best on our club layout where the track work isn't always even. I know a lot of people prefer the scale couplers now, but our club hasn't had good luck with scale couplers, so I change out everything, so couplers don't really matter too much to me. I just kind of expect that I've got to change them out. So I guess I should look at some more of the other detailing here. I mean, all separate grabs. They did a decent job on these. They look really good. Actually, I'll throw it on the scale for you here. So this is my postage scale that I use for eBay stuff, sending things. So here's the car on the scale. The car is 4.3, 4.2 ounces. And I'll throw the wood deck on too. I can do it through the camera without breaking anything. So about 4.5 ounces. I think the NMRA standard called for about 6 ounces for a car of this size. However, when you pick these up, they do have a bit of heft to them. It feels like a good portion of the frame is die cast. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure the actual deck portion here is all die cast. So it feels like they'll track pretty well. I think that these will be even harder to derail than my Atlas center beams. So, and those cars really do track well. In the video that I derailed them, it actually took a lot to get them to come off. So here's the other one. This is the speed lettering logo. I did notice a couple of blemishes on the paint in this one. There's actually a little bit of a black streak there you can kind of see. I think the other one was on the other side. It was something similar to that. Like I said, lots of nice detailing. And there's a little bit of a blemish. Very tiny one right there. It might be kind of hard to pick up, but not too bad. Just a little bit of pre-weathering, I guess. So, they roll halfway decent. They're not the most free rolling cars that I own, but they do roll halfway decent. So yeah, that's the new Scaletrains Bulkhead flats. It's pretty nice cars, a bit on the pricey side, or at least as far as my opinion goes, they're a little on the pricey side. And it's worth noting that the decking not being attached from the factory was listed in the marketing material. It's not like they didn't say that it wasn't going to be attached. It's just the rivet counter line is marketed as fully assembled, so I didn't really go looking for parts. I didn't really read the description enough to see that there was going to be parts I was going to have to attach. So just keep that in mind if you're looking to buy these. So a little bit of modeling experience is required to get the full effect. As you can see, they don't look like much without their decks, but I'll get around to that here shortly. I've got a big mess in here right now, so I guess it's also worth noting that the boxes are pretty well designed too. I'm not going to do unboxing videos, and most of us know how to take a train out of a box, but these are actually done in a way that you can put them back in the box once you add a load too. So the center section where the load should be is actually fairly open. So with minimal modification to the box, you'll be able to put the car and its load in the box. So, okay, well, thanks for joining me for this quick and somewhat shaky overview. So let me know what you think of them. Are you ordering any? So, thanks again for tuning in, guys. Bye.